team winning and everybody in first place. Raise your glass, let's celebrate. Own lane in your own race. Why you got such a sad face? Not up to me, you chose your fate. It's a long way going down. All I can do is say congratulations. All you niggas do is play and hate. But how can you hate when you can't relate? I ain't got time, I got moves to make. Cross the finish, not shake and bake. I don't know what to do with my hands. Look at this money and dance. Oh, man. She like, give me one more chance. All I do is give her cash. She get the cash, she drop it so fast. She on the pole, she doing her dance. I'm like, mommy, come get me that snatch. I'm like, quarterback and she got head. I don't give a fuck, she rockin' the neck. She got hair, she don't got her side. Take it good and you rockin' it back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Who Got Game. I'm Jason Zone Fisher, joined as always by my main man, Pavy. What's up, Pavy? How you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Good. Another week in the NBA is down. You're doing great because we faced each other in our fantasy league, and you beat me.
I beat you, yeah.
You got Joel Embiid back, and
Yes.
that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me and my team. OG Anunoby, he was out for me. I had a lot of injuries this week. Jokic was out. I didn't get a single game from Jokic. I'm not going to win without the Joker.
Michael Porter, I guess, is
Michael Porter Jr.,
out.
I might as well just release him because his season, it looks like, is done.
Yeah.
So my fantasy squad is falling apart in our sleeper fantasy league. In a couple minutes, Baron Davis will be joining us here as we talk about everything that's going on in the NBA and fantasy basketball and around the league. Let's start with the hottest team in the NBA right now, the Phoenix Suns. They just went to New York. They defeated the Knicks and the Nets in Brooklyn.
On a back-to-back.
On a back-to-back. And they've won 16 games in a row. They started the season 1-3. They're now 17-3. It's wild, but it's all leading up to a huge matchup tomorrow night, Tuesday, when the Golden State Warriors, with their league-leading 18-2 record, come to town. Who do you have in that matchup between the top two teams in the league thus far, the Warriors and the Suns, in Phoenix, and why?
It's a tough one. That's a really, really tough one. But that's a game I definitely have circled, and I would be sitting down in front of my television with my phone on the other side of the room, just watching the game. Just judging on what they did against the Clippers. I thought the Clippers, I feel like if the Clippers walk back in the locker room and just like look at the tape, I think that they lost that game as much as the Warriors just won the game. Just a lot of silly turnovers. I saw that, I feel like the offense didn't have enough movement. I saw the same things that happened when they played the Cavs. It was like they would ISO, get to the paint, they would collapse. You got to throw the ball back out, and you know, things like that. I would assume because Phoenix, has Chris Paul, master facilitator. Also have Devin Booker, guys who move around, Mikal Bridges. They have the defense to be able to guard them. I'm gonna go with the Suns winning this game and keeping their streak up, and then probably having some fluke loss at some point in time when they get to about 18, 19, or 20 games to somebody random. So I'm gonna go with the Suns at home in Phoenix.
Well, it sounds like our producer TPJ is in the house.
I'm here. I got BD camera today because BD's not here right now.
Well, he's late.
He's late as always.
Fashionably late. So what do you think? You have the Warriors tomorrow night against the Suns?
Yeah, I got the Warriors. I think this game is probably – I know BD said that he don't like the fact that the Suns have been winning because he think that they can burn themselves out. But I think this game is actually one of the biggest games probably damn near since the finals for the Suns. And honestly, it's probably one of the biggest games since the Warriors lost that finals with KD for the Warriors. Clay is on rehab assignment now with the Santa Cruz Warriors, so he'll be making his way back. You're facing a contender yesterday versus the Clippers. They looked okay, but in the first half, their offense looked like it can be slowed down with tough defenders. So I think it'll be interesting to see how Chris Paul defends Steph Curry, how Jay Crowder deals with, Mikal Bridges deals with Jordan Poole, who got hot and hit, I think, 5 threes in the third quarter versus the Clippers. So I think this is a big game, but I think the Warriors are going to win this game because this is one of those games where if you're going to be the big dog on the block, this is the game you had to win, and I don't think anybody in Phoenix is the big dog on the block.
Now, but if Golden State loses this game to Phoenix, can't they just say, well, we're getting Clay back, we're getting Wiseman back, we're not at full strength yet? They've got a lot of built-in excuses, it feels like, if they don't win this game. that they can kind of, rely on that. I don't know. I don't know if you feel the same way.
It's still early season. It's the first matchup. I'm pretty sure they'll play 3 other times this year. They're in the same division. It's not that big of a deal, but it is one of those, I feel like, early measuring sticks. Because granted, take this as it is, but just a piece of information. Yesterday I looked at their strength of schedule. Both, I think the Suns have had the 19th strongest schedule and the Warriors have had the 20th strongest schedule.
Okay.
So they are both, now granted, they've been cooking teams.
Yeah.
But they are both in like the bottom half of the league as far as strength of schedule. So I do think it's definitely a very early measuring stick for both teams.
Right. Yeah,
but I'm not going to say it's like, if anybody loses, like we should put too much stock into it.
Sure. Well, we're a quarter of the season through. It's crazy how fast it's already gone. Over 20 games in the books already. The season's just starting to cook up. And one team that has been struggling out the gate are the LA Lakers, right? They've been teetering around 500. They've had some injuries for sure, but LeBron's back now. They beat Indiana in overtime last week. Then they lose in triple overtime. The first ever triple overtime game of LeBron James' entire career, by the way, against the Sacramento Kings. And then last night they beat the Detroit Pistons, not exactly a powerhouse team, one of the bottom dwellers in the league. Barely beat them. I mean, they had a big lead, but they blew it, and then they ended up winning the game by 4 points. So yes, they're getting wins, but they're barely pulling out these wins. Are these red flags that like the Lakers should be concerned with this team, or no, still don't need to panic. They're going to figure it out and everything will be fine in La La Land?
No, I mean, of course they're red flags. Like anytime you go up, what was it, 17 points or 15 points in the fourth quarter against the Sacramento Kings, who fired their coach the game before, and you end up going into, what was it, triple overtime against them? Yeah, they're red flags. There's a lot of red flags with this team. Number one, health is a red flag. They're all old. Sometimes they look slow. Like the Lakers have a whole lot of red flags. But granted, again, they also do have periods in which you see them be the team that we assume they will be.
Right.
Like when they get these big leads, it's just like they'll make 1 or 2 plays that like it would have been over with if you would have made a smarter play, a smart decision, and probably scored. They turn the ball over. The team cuts it to 10, hits a 3, and now it's a whole new game.
If they're still playing like this and barely surviving against bad teams around the 500 level, at what point do Lakers fans need to be concerned? At what point?
They should be concerned right now.
Right now? Okay.
Again, sometimes the Lakers play. I think people have this thing with the Lakers, and also the Lakers, I think, had this thing with the Lakers where, like, we're just going to get to the playoffs and we're just going to be okay. That is not how this thing works, bro.
Right.
That's not how this works.
Yeah.
You got to, at some point in time, get chemistry and get good wins under your belt and learn how to win these games. These are all bad habits that will rear their head later on in the season. So, no, it's time to be concerned right now.
Yeah.
Even in the Pistons game, even with Bron, it looked like he got hurt at the end of the game. So these are all things that you need to be extremely concerned about when it comes to Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, well, there's some other teams who are around that 500 level right now. Teams in the East like the Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia 76ers. They're around 10-10, I think. Embiid just came back. Tobias Harris missed a lot of games. But at what point do these teams need to say, all right, maybe it's time to make a move? Daryl Morey seems to be not budging on the Ben Simmons situation, but they want to be a title contender. They got Joel Embiid in the prime of his career. There's sort of this unwritten rule in the NBA. You don't trade a superstar unless you can get a superstar back if you're trying to contend. But should they just settle at some point? Because there's no doubt they would be a better basketball team with more pieces that they could get for Ben Simmons, who's not playing for them.
Probably, because at a certain point in time, it just lingers, and you're really hurting your team. Like, you're missing an all-star or all-NBA player. Granted, you're not at this point. They've devalued him so much. I think we can all say that you probably will not get back the adequate value for Ben Simmons.
Right.
But the pieces that they can get back from Ben Simmons, no matter what they were, would definitely help this basketball team along. The reason why I'm not too worried about Philly is because they have had a really bad COVID issue.
Yeah.
Like, Embiid was out for, I think, 6 games with COVID. Tobias was out. Tybalt was out. Like, they've really had issues with that. So I'm not too worried about them. I'll give you a team I'm more worried about than all of them.
Okay.
The Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, okay. All right.
They still, I actually looked at a graphic. Every team that they beat, for the most part, has not been a winning team. We came on the show 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, and was like, "Yo, they haven't had a good win. They still haven't had a good win."
I mean, they beat the Celtics last Wednesday.
And they were probably under 500 or
they
like
were right at 500. Maybe a
they
game
have
above.
no good wins. Every time they play a good team, they get cooked. It's not like they just lose; they get cooked. The Suns score was much. The final score
did
not reflect the game.
Yeah.
So I'm more worried about the Brooklyn Nets than I am about most of these basketball teams. And Joe Harris is out with an injury. Harden, granted, is still 1-4 for the season way through.
Right.
But Harden don't look like the same Harden I used to watch every night in Houston. This
Sure.
don't look like the same person. Blake Griffin is out the rotation now. I mean, I think he was shooting 17% from three and like 30-something% from the field. Nick Claxton's still been out. Like, the Nets, to me, look like they have some actual, for real problems that I don't know. Granted, would they be a playoff team? Yes. Would they probably make the second round? Yes. But this was a team that at least we all thought had championship aspirations, and
they're still
I don't
first
see
in the
this right
East. They're still first place in
now.
the
Yeah,
East.
but I don't think they're the best team in the East, though. I think I think the Bulls could beat them. I think the
Really?
Heat could beat them.
Yep.
I think even the Sixers, if they get healthy, could beat them. I think the Bucks could beat them. They don't have an aura of like invincibility to me.
Yeah. Well, you know, everyone says, or not everyone, but a lot of people say Kevin Durant is the best player in basketball
They ain't
right
lying.
now. But, well, you know, with that point, for people who say KD is the best or one of the best, if LeBron, I felt like, always got criticism that, like, you know, if you're that good, you should be able to lead the team, take the team. KD, has he ever done it just by himself, being that man?
Nobody ever does it by them. I think that's a very overrated narrative that fans use. Nobody ever does it by themselves. Even the 2018 team that Bron had, when people was like, oh, Bron went through the
I mean,
playoffs
that
by
team
himself.
was
no,
close
like
to it.
Tristan Thompson stepped up and played big in moments. Kevin Love played big. Like, yes, LeBron was the main overwhelming guy, obviously, because he's LeBron James. But at the same time, nobody ever just leads a team to prosperity, to the promised land by themselves. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
On teams, when you're literally by yourself, you lose it. You have a season like Kobe had when he averaged 35 and you lose in the first round.
Right.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah. I hear you. I feel you. Well, it'll be interesting to see. You say the Nets are the team to worry about
in my
of
personal
these
opinion.
contenders. And Joe Harris, you kind of alluded to, he's going to be out the next 4 to 8 weeks. He's having ankle surgery. Another guy who's out for a long time, we talked about Michael Porter Jr. He's undergoing back surgery. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. Is this season a wash for Denver? They're already without Jamal Murray. Now no Michael Porter Jr. Jokic is playing excellent basketball, reigning MVP, but you know, they want to be title contenders. I don't see how they can do that.
I think title contenders in general is a little bit in jeopardy for Denver.
Yeah.
I mean, you signed Porter to this contract. He's having back surgery. This is like his second or third back surgery. And they said out indefinitely. They didn't say the season. They just said indefinitely. You don't know when the back may heal up.
Yeah.
Like at all. So I think Denver's title window in general may be in jeopardy, in my personal opinion.
Wow. Yeah. Well, interesting to see. They're probably, I mean, are they regretting giving Michael Porter Jr. that max contract?
Yes, but they kind of had to.
Yeah.
Like, again,
it's a lot of money.
Yes, but again, it's Denver.
Right.
Like, it's not like Denver is a hotbed free agent destination. So
Right.
when you get a guy, and if you look at what he did last season, you didn't know, his back was gonna go out. So you expect for him to average 18 on about, I think, 50% shooting last year.
Mm-hmm.
You expect for him to get better and average about 22 or something like that. And the contract is bad, but there were incentives that made it $200 million. I think the actual deal is like $150, which is still bad if he can't play.
Yeah, really.
But you kind of had to sign up to that deal because you're Denver and you don't get many stars just lining up to come through Denver.
Well, a star who avoided a serious injury is Ja Morant. It looks scary when non-contact injury to his knee. Didn't know what was going to happen. MRI revealed that it was just a sprain, I believe. So he's out maybe a couple of weeks, which is tough for your fantasy team.
Very
but
tough for my fantasy team.
Not as bad as it could have been because we were worried that maybe this is more serious, potentially a season-long injury, and it's not. So thankfully for NBA fans and Grizzlies fans, Ja Morant will be back out there. Some other NBA news and notes as of late. Klay Thompson is getting closer to a return. He's now with the G League team.
Yes.
So he's going to be back definitely, it looks like, before Christmas. That's exciting. Are the Warriors going to be even better than they already are? Could this mess with the chemistry? They're 18-2. They're rolling. And you know one thing that's not going to mess with our chemistry? When we add in someone. Now, we're talking about the Warriors adding in Klay. I don't think it's going to mess if we add in BD. So here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Baron Davis, fashionably late, as always.
This is a sweater. These are not underwear.
Oh, nice. That's a sweater, everybody, not underwear. Yeah.
Sorry, man, I was handling some business.
He's always handling business. Throw that mic around. BD's making moves, making stuff happen. He's in a metaverse half the time, right?
Metaversing.
Now he's in real life. What are you doing? You going to Art Basel coming up?
I am going to Art Basel. I just secured my ticket.
Okay.
I'm going to be speaking on DecentralCon. I'm going to be talking about sports NFTs and, culture and things like that, and, how to make it more accessible to our culture. And because we're a culture of collectors and traders and resellers. And so this fits, right into our little network. We're going to launch and talk about Black Santa and the Black Santa NFTs.
Nice.
And all the special utilities and the roadmaps and things like that. So, I'm just excited. It's basketball season. Christmas Day is going to be a huge day of basketball. That is like my routine to really get my year started. I'm working out now because I want to be in shape.
Okay.
When I sit on the couch all day and watch these games, and I want to be able to go outside like I was a kid and take my kids to the park and let them watch hoop, and then we go play, then we come back watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We eat some leftovers. We go back out. We play some football. Football gonna be on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's just a day of sports, a day of giving. It's gonna be some super duper matchups, some playoff matchups from last year.
How about Warriors Suns? That's going down on Christmas too.
That's gonna be super special. You got two of the top teams in the West. The way the Suns are playing, I feel like I bit my tongue last week by saying that they, but they're a buzzsaw, and they did get better. They got, some more athleticism. Cam Johnson got better. All of their young guys, got better. Ayton is still a beast. You know what I mean? And none of that is, the preseason stuff.
Yeah, not getting paid hasn't affected him.
Yeah, he's still going. I feel like he should get paid because, he shows and proves. You know what I mean? And, dudes are getting paid by they ain't really showed improve based on potential. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And, that dude has potential and he's showing improving. So, shout out to him. And Phoenix, shout out to CP3. Shout out to, Steph. I hear my boy Clay is coming back. Bay Area stand up. This is going to be one for the ages.
That's right. Tuesday night, they face off for the first time this season. It's going to be a great one. The Suns have won 16 games in a row, going for number 17 in a row at home against the Warriors, 18-2, best record in the NBA. It's going to be must-see TV Tuesday night, the first of 4 matchups this year. Then they play each other again really soon after that, and then the rubber match potentially will be on Christmas Day. So a lot of good basketball to look forward to. And then also Friday, we got a big game, a road map, kind of a statement game maybe for the 2 LA teams when they face off for the first time.
Is this the first time or the second time?
First time this season, Clippers versus Lakers. Yeah, that's Friday night.
Good.
So that's a big game because, the
Who
Lakers.
has the home game?
The Lakers have had some trouble.
Lakers got the home game.
It's a Laker game. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
I may need to go to that.
Yeah, I mean, are you worried about the Lakers
I
at all?
won't be here Friday.
No, you won't be here. You can
I'll
only
be
be
at Art Basel.
Yeah, man. I'll take your ticket to
and
the
I will
Laker
be at
game.
Steven Jackson wedding. Shout out to Stack 5. He getting married. So I'm going to be stopping in Atlanta, popping in for the wedding, and then I'll be back Sunday for our first flag football playoff game.
Man.
And I have to get my kids. So I'm moving around.
You're making it happen.
Moving and grooving, it's tough, man.
You do it all.
Being a daddy, you know what I mean? You
I
gotta
know.
I'm gone for a whole week from my kids. I'm gonna be crying. But
it's a lot. Especially the holidays too.
The holidays, yeah.
Yeah. Man. Who are your kids' favorite players?
Right now, they're not into players like that. Mm-hmm. My son, he do Clay, Devin Booker, Zach LaVine, because I always be like, yo, that's you.
Yeah.
And then my other son, he like Ja Morant, Trae Young, Steph Curry. Both of them like Steph Curry.
They both like Steph.
Yeah. Who else do they like? They more so like teams. They're trying to figure out, what team are they on?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My older son,
he thinks he's from Canada, so he's a Raptors fan.
Okay.
So anything Canada, anything moving in Canada, he's a fan. Now he's having a hard time picking an NFL team because there are no Canadian NFL teams. But he's a Raptors fan. He's a Winnipeg, I think, Jets fan. Yeah. And I'm sure he will be like a Montreal Expos or they don't exist. They don't exist.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Toronto Blue Jays. Oh no, he's obsessed with Canada, dude.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And my younger son is obviously his name is LA.
Yeah.
So he like Dodgers, Lakers. You know, he like the Clippers too.
Okay. LA all day.
LA all day.
Yeah. All right. I like that. I want to talk about another guy right now, an interesting situation in the NBA that's going on. John Wall, he's healthy. He's got 2 years left on his contract. He said, I want to play. The Rockets have told him to stay away.
So because they and start.
Yeah, because he wants to play and he wants to start. The Rockets want Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green to start and kind of like mold the future. What do you think the Houston Rockets should do?
Trade him.
Well, but that's the problem. He's making close to $90 million over 2 years. And while he can be an excellent player in the league, teams don't want to pay that kind of money for him right now. So who will take that contract?
You got to play him.
Yeah.
Man, you got to play him. If he's healthy, he want to play, you got to play him. For him, I think, yes, you want to start. You want to do all this. You just want to get out and hoop and show that you can lead these young dudes because you could be a big difference, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the Rockets are, you know, showing promise. You know what I mean? They show it in spurts.
Yeah.
We know they got a lot of talent. We know they got a good coach.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think that's why they want him to stay away. They want to keep tanking.
Yeah.
If he comes back and he plays too well, they might win. They've only won 2 games this year.
Yeah.
Worst team in the league by a lot.
Only thing is, I think they have a pick
But
swap.
tanking ain't like tanking is a
Tanking's no guarantee either.
Yeah, that's a long way. Like what coach wants to tank? You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna be the worst team in the league, like be the worst team in the league with 5 wins.
Well, and they
You know what
changed
I mean?
the lottery
Like,
rules, so it's not if you
They
have
don't
the
have
worst
their own
record,
pick,
you don't
though.
have the best
Not-
odds anymore.
Yeah.
No, they
you have
actually
the same odds.
I actually forgot about that.
They
I
actually
forgot
don't
about
have
that
their
part.
own pick. Okay, I know this because I 2K with the Rockets all the time.
They don't even have their own pick.
Yeah, like OKC has a pick swap.
Oh,
They don't have their own pick. In my
They don't
personal
even
opinion-
have picks.
Yeah, in
man,
my
that's
personal
crazy.
opinion with the John Wall situation, it's tough because I understand why you do want to play Kevin Porter and Jalen Green because you at least have to see what you have in those guys. But
Yes.
I watch Rockets games. There are so many. They have Eric Gordon running point guard down the stretch.
Dog,
I like
it
Eric
is-
Gordon.
yeah,
I've never
it
seen
is-
Eric Gordon play point guard before.
He is.
I've never seen him play point
They
guard before.
have people
Yeah.
that are not in their natural position.
right.
Like at the end of the game, it
Man, dude, you cannot fake the funk. You know what I mean? Like, you got Jalen Green and Kevin Porter. You got incredible wings.
Mm-hmm.
You need a point guard that can push the ball up. John Wall, if anything, knows how to play with scores.
Yeah.
Who did he play with? Bradley Beal.
Yep.
Right? Until it went whatever it went, they were getting along just fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Showing a lot of promise.
Yeah.
So John Wall just got to come back and be like the shepherd. You know what I mean? You got to like take these young dudes, these young wolves, you know what I mean? And like put them in the right position. And then down the stretch, right, the ball is in your hands to make the right decisions. Right? It's not about the points, man. It's about, you know, understanding like when you have a point guard and for point guards out there, it's all about ebb and flow. Get to the end of the game, right? Put yourself in a position where the team needs you and it's make or break on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, let these young dudes go. If he can get 30, he can get 40, that's going to make my job easy.
Well,
you know
also-
what I mean? Like John Wall is a missing piece
No, for sure.
for a championship team. John Wall needs to show that John Wall can lead, right? That he can Drew Holiday himself if he needs to. Fuck the money, bro.
Right.
Forget what he getting paid. we know his value. You know what I mean? We know his potential. We know he's been out. You know what I mean? We know he's an all-star, multi-year all-star. We knew he was one of the toughest guards. You know what I mean? And one of the most hardest to guard point guards. You know what I mean? We also know that John Wall don't mind playing some defense.
It's really good. In my personal
You know what I mean?
opinion, the last time John Wall was healthy, he was the best player in the Eastern Conference, not named LeBron James.
Right.
The last time he was healthy.
Right.
So if I'm assuming
Right.
that he's healed up and he's good now, he can definitely help some team win basketball games. In my opinion, they should let him come back. Starting, I understand why you maybe don't want him to start, but you can still play starter minutes off the bench.
Man, if you 2-15,
Yeah.
what the hell are you keeping somebody on the bench who can help you win basketball?
Well, and at some point they want to focus on the future and developing these young guys,
The
but it's
future is now.
It's got to affect their confidence too when they're just losing night after night after
right, bro.
night.
Like,
It's like
man,
get some win,
look,
learn how to win games.
I would be dying to be in a John Wall situation with these young Wolves and come in and bring that spirit, that energy, and show and prove that, hey, we may need just 2 years, you know what I mean, to get where we need to get to.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they ain't, talent wise, they there.
Yeah.
The machine ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? If the person that is in main central control ain't out on the floor and feel comfortable pushing buttons, pulling levers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rewiring cords, directing, producing. You know what I mean? You need that. You can't do that shit from the sideline, bro.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like and it gives a good coach, the opportunity to archetype, right?
Yeah.
And script out, you know what I mean? And innovate the way the game should be played.
Yeah.
Right? But you can't do that shit if you got players playing out of position.
Like
because
Eric
you're
Gordon running point guard. I've never
because
seen that before.
you're coaching too hard.
Yeah.
Right? You're coaching too hard. Players are thinking too much. They are thinking out of position. You know what I mean? And they are not the best version of themselves. Period. Fucking point blank.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to groom somebody to doing that, then the offense, right, and the way you play has to be about that. But that is going to come and bite you in the ass. You know what I mean? Because that is not winning basketball.
Yeah.
Every team that wins has a what? A pretty good point guard, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good point guard.
Sure.
This is the era of point guards.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This is the era of fucking, hyphenate point forwards, point centers, all that shit. But, where is Philly struggling?
Point guard play.
Where did Milwaukee struggle till they won it?
Point guard play.
Right. Right.
What got Phoenix over the top?
Chris Paul.
What made Denver a better team?
Jamal Murray stepping up and becoming Jamal Murray.
What made Utah dominant in the West?
Mike Conley. Yes, John Walker definitely helped him win some basketball game. And
Spoken like the host of the
and
Point
he
God
could
pod right there.
teach Kevin Porter better on-court habits.
Bingo.
He could teach him better.
Bingo. So if you
on-court
want
habits.
somebody to groom somebody,
Yeah.
right? Somebody has to be out there with you in the trenches losing, not wanting to lose, equally as frustrated. And then at some point, John Wall has a breakout and gets hot. We're winning.
Yeah.
Or we're in games and the shit feels good. And now, you know what I mean? It's up to John Wall, though, to be able to know when to share the spotlight, project the spotlight, take the spotlight, or realize it ain't no spotlight and the stage is lit and we're a rotating group of misfits putting together, our version of our best version of a play, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a game that we can. And that is going to ultimately be on, the mental approach that John Wall takes coming back.
for sure.
Well, he wants to play, but he wants to start. So we'll see how this
should
all.
start.
We'll see how
He
it
should
works.
start. Technically, he should.
He should start.
He should start.
was
This
averaging-
young man told me Eric Gordon was playing point guard
I see.
at the end of the
Gordon
game. I do not believe that,
No,
by
I'm dead
the way.
serious. I'm dead serious. No, I'm dead serious.
I need to start watching these
Watch
games.
some Rockets games. I think it was because Kevin Porter was still hurt because he was out for a couple games.
Yeah.
But they do have DJ Augustine off the bench. But literally, Eric Gordon was conducting the offense. I've never seen.
Yeah, but then again, DJ Augustine is a good point guard off the bench, but he's not the. You know what I mean? He is like he's a scorer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like a spark plug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like it's a different type of point guard that's leading them because DJ Augustine is rhythm. He got to be scoring. He got to, he got to be playmaking. You know what I mean? Which he is, which he's dope at doing. But like you need that shadow, bro. You need that motherfucker that's just like got a bad attitude, that's been through shit. You know what I mean? That don't want to lose, right? And then how do you take them and mold them with this young energy of, Jalen Green, Kevin Porter, who are hungry and want to be stars, right? Offer that up. That's the problem.
Well,
Put that shit on the table at Thanksgiving, team dinner. Hey, John Wall back. Look, here goes some highlights of who he was, just in case y'all don't know. Here's some highlights of put a team highlight reel together. Something,
Pull up his hoop
golly.
mixtape highlight from high school.
Shit.
I mean, even last year when he played in the games that he did, he averaged
was
over
solid.
20 points per game, nearly 8 assists. I mean, he played
Nah, he was
excellent
solid.
basketball, so he's
Yeah,
ready.
he was balling.
He was balling.
But it's like mesh it up now. Mesh it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Figure out how
interesting
they got the talent, bro.
How the NBA a couple of years ago stepped in and intervened when the New Orleans Pelicans sat Anthony Davis before the whole trade to the Lakers. They
Yeah.
said, you need to
Yeah.
play him. They've kind of like, stepped back from this situation. They've kept it to a team deal, and the NBA hasn't really.
Yeah,
gotten
that's weird. I
involved.
mean, all this shit is getting out of hand and getting crazy because, it's just like
I mean, they did it to Horford
somebody.
last year.
It's setting this shit up for someone or a couple people to fuck everything up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's been, it's like it's never really been a time where it's like, oh, you paid him all this money and he ain't want to play. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
those kind of dudes come very few in decades. You know what I mean? Where it's like, damn, they paid him. Like, you get lucky. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
in this era, right, you have more potential of overpaying. You know what I mean? It's like inflation, dog. It's like inflation because you're paying people a lot of money.
Yeah.
They deserve it. Don't get it twisted. They deserve everything they get. But what the players, right, have to take into accountability is that there is a value proposition on the game. And so don't put the value on the dollars that you're making. Put the value proposition on your game.
Yep.
The dollars will take care of themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
But
speaking
somebody
of the dollars,
somebody weak gonna come along,
Yeah.
and or somebody really good that has a lot of potential,
Yeah.
could literally just take money and be like, "Fuck it, I don't want to play no more."
right.
I mean, we just discussed somebody. I'm not to say this is what's going to happen, but the Porter situation.
What situation?
Which Michael Porter?
Yeah. Michael Porter he just got paid, but he just got hurt.
But he got hurt.
That's true.
Difference
Right.
with hurt
Right.
and getting paid and getting hurt, that is a real thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about getting paid and not giving a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's the potential of
Yeah.
that big person. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of opportunities to have checkout points.
No,
You know what I
yep,
mean?
yeah.
And so my message to the players is just hold the game accountable, holding being great accountable, holding chasing these legends and you know what I mean? Chasing these history marks, not from a stat perspective, but from a style perspective.
Right. Right.
I went
Well, speaking of getting paid, we've been using Stat Hero lately.
Oh, speaking of getting paid,
Speaking of
Stat
getting
Hero.
paid, I'm trying to get paid, and
Stat
we do
Hero?
fantasy basketball here on Who Got Game. But rather than going head to head, me versus Pavy, which I lost to Pavy last week, I don't even want to get into that. I'd rather go up against Stat Hero. So everyone should just definitely check out StatHero.com, create an account. BD, how you been doing over there on Stat Hero?
Let's see.
He's checking it out right now. Let's see. He's talking a lot of trash. Setting your lineup, and you take on the house. You take on Stat Hero.
Yeah, man, you take on the house. This is a cool app. You know why? Because I'm not even a gambler, you know, but I like fantasy and I like, you know, parlays and all that. And so it's like, man, I can like play with like salary caps, like as a GM. I don't know why you don't do this. I feel like you would love this.
I just stay away from all things gambling.
Well, it's not really gambling. It's not like
it's fantasy.
What
It's
I'm
the same
saying,
as what
it's
we're
not
doing.
really gambling because it's like you are the GM. You feel what I'm saying? So you betting on your team. I know that gambling bet, but like you are GM, and so you get like a salary, and then you gotta like it's
plug
almost
people
like
in,
and like what they did was like take the conversation that people always have on Instagram and shit, like, oh, you got, you know, $25, yeah, you can pick these type of players. So they made that shit hella simple and functional. You know what I mean? So like tonight, tonight, because they think they can beat me. I don't know if I can say this out loud, but I'm placing my bet right now.
I think you can say that out loud.
I'm choosing 3 lineups.
Okay. Set your lineup
Hey,
over
it's
Stat
tough
Hero.
though. They tough. You know, Stat Hero is tough. Tough.
But
I
you can
can't
do
lie.
it. You know, you get pick the right guys. You based on the matchups, who's, you know, on the second night of a back-to-back, who you think's going to have a big game tonight, what injuries are out there. And for anyone who follows the league, there's a good opportunity to take that knowledge and turn it into some cash over at StatHero.com. Let me ask you this tomorrow. BD is a big game between the Warriors and the Suns. Is there one guy you think is going to shine who will be in your Stat Hero lineup for sure? Warriors versus
Tomorrow?
Suns. Yeah. Who would you invest in for tomorrow's game? Warriors versus Suns. Who do you think will be the player of the game?
The player of the game, Warriors versus Suns.
In Phoenix.
This
This player's going to be in your Stat Hero lineup for sure. Who do you think is going to show
player
up?
is going to be, I'm looking to see, because they're not giving me no Warrior players. They know what time it is.
Well, yeah, and, you know, not yet. It's tomorrow. I'm not asking you to predict.
Oh, you telling me to predict. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to stay Steph Curry.
Sure. Playing like the MVP
I think
right
the
now.
unsung hero or the difference makers in the game is going to be my boy Toscana.
Juan
Juan
Toscano
Anderson.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Juan Toscana.
Yeah, you can probably get him for cheap on Stat Hero.
And Jordan Poole.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like you think the Warriors are going to win, too. You're investing in some Golden State Warriors players on the road.
I do invest. I tell people about the Warriors, man. They did not disappoint. They are not disappointing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're getting busy. They are not disappointing. Okay, so look, I got Sabonis,
Yep.
Lonzo, Kyle Lowry, Spencer Dinwiddie.
I like that.
Who are they
Cement.
playing? Who is Sabonis playing? I think Lonzo's playing the. Oh, what team is he playing? My fantasy team. What's he playing?
I'll tell you right now. Let's see. Tonight, they play
Lonzo
the
was
Wolves.
Charlotte.
Sabonis is up against the Wolves, so Cat will
Cat,
be guarding
kinda.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, Cat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Stat Hero. Pay up again.
Let's go.
Come on, man. You cannot beat me. Put the Stat Hero logo up so people know who I've been tearing up. And then now they got the Monday night pick. So they got DJ Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, McLaren, Gibson, and McKissick on the flex.
All right, yeah, it's not just basketball. We obviously talk a lot of hoops, but, Stat Hero, you can set your lineup for tonight's Monday Night Football game as well and get in on that action. It was a big week in the NFL as well, a big week in fantasy football. BD, how are some of your fantasy football teams doing?
I won. Hey, dude, you know what I figured out?
Huh?
What's up?
And this is really uncharacteristic of me.
Yeah.
I did not know we had 12 people in our league, bro.
Yeah.
And so the playoffs is only the top 6. It's usually the top 8.
Top 8.
Yeah, it's top
usually.
6, yeah.
Yeah, it should be top 8. You want 1 through 8. You got people got
That
buys.
sounds like someone
Like
who's
nobody gets a buy.
7 or 8 seed.
Bro,
to me.
nobody get. I am in the 7th seed right
Yeah,
now.
Nah, you
no
gotta win some
wonder
more
you
games.
feel
Behind
this way.
TP.
Yeah. Everyone's
So he
behind
in 6th?
TP.
He is in 6th place.
Yo, Christian McCaffrey just
I'm
And
I'm 1-4 right now in basketball, but I'm gonna
For the
make
season?
the playoffs
Yeah.
in football.
Hey, dude.
season?
I'm dead serious. He's on IR.
Who is?
Christian McCaffrey. He's on IR.
I'll trade him. You want him,
You
right?
should have traded him.
Is he really?
Yeah, dead ass. He's on IR.
I hope.
Always hurt that
Wait,
guy, man.
wait.
My number one
I
pick.
hope
Man.
because I do have him. Hold.
Do you want
The
McCaffrey?
fuck on.
You want McCaffrey?
I need to trade him.
He
Ah,
gonna trade
damn.
somebody who out.
I can't. Let me see if I can
He out
get
for the
him
season,
off.
bro. You not getting them off.
I'm about to get him
man.
off. Watch.
While
Out
you at it,
for the
retweet the show
season?
tweet, BD. Retweet the tweet to let people know we live.
Man, oh man.
You already
I didn't
I didn't
tagged
even
in
know
it.
that.
I'm about to trade him to somebody who is not paying attention.
I mean, it's on the app. It says literally if they accept it, they'll click on him.
Somebody might not know he out for the year. They might think he got like a slight injury.
My team is falling apart. So many injuries.
Yeah, let me see.
That's rough.
Who's dead asleep? Who's asleep? Oh, this is not. This is my other league.
Man. And Pavy, have you won yet?
No, I'm never gonna win.
So what's your record?
I'm 0 something. I'm 0 how
0-11. You're 0-11.
Never gonna win.
That's unbelievable. That's there
I'm
should
never
be a
gonna win.
penalty
I'm gonna
for not
trade
winning a
Christian
I'm never gonna win.
McCaffrey for Gaskin and Williams.
This is the guy who I accepted a trade you proposed, and you went crying
Oh,
foul.
man.
It was crazy, and now you were trading a guy who's out for the season to somebody.
Well, they gotta pay attention.
That was my argument.
No.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
went back 3 weeks ago
2
and
weeks.
dug up a trade
It's gotta pay
that was
attention.
only active for that week.
You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. Still want to make that
Accept
trade.
my trade. Christian McCaffrey, Sammy Watkins, and Kevin Bourne, K. Bourne, for
That sounds like a
Gaskins
send
and
off to
Williams.
me. You better send whoever clean up. They gonna be
Clean up.
bad as
So you
hell.
give me Chris
Man.
McCaffrey bet out for the year. What you own with me, bro?
What's this?
Rough.
Hey, is it wrong for me to text somebody and be like, yo, accept that trade?
Nah, if they accept it, they gotta look. It's very easy to find out he's out for the year.
Yeah.
I don't even pay that much attention
I
to
just
NFL
found
news,
out.
and I found out he's out for the year when I woke up this morning.
Hold on.
That's
Hold on,
rough.
hold on,
That's
hold on,
rough.
hold on.
He number one pick in fantasy, and he's been injured most of the season.
Can we discuss
last
our-
couple of years too.
Can we discuss our NBA?
Yeah,
fantasy?
sure. Let's
Is that what
discuss
we're
that
talking
because
about?
you beat me. You
Yeah,
discussed.
I beat you last week.
Here's the standings. This is in our fantasy basketball league right there. I am taking on infamous Casey this week. She's just 1-5, so hopefully I can get a W back under my belt
Yeah,
because
she-
TP is 1-5.
yeah, because I just took on Hyde Tribe, Pavy's team, and we were both at the same record. I thought I was going to win. The percentages were in my favor all week, and then
They
my
slowly
guys
started
got
dropping.
hurt.
It started dropping and
Michael
dropping.
Porter Jr., I thought he was going to have a big year this year. Obviously, I got to just cut him, make room for all the other injured guys on my team, start playing the waiver wire.
I mean, hey, Ja got hurt midweek. That hurt me.
That did
Ja
hurt
got
you.
hurt midweek. Luckily, though, Embiid came back off COVID and had an incredible game against the
Huge
Timberwolves.
game. Huge.
Incredible game against the Timberwolves. That's really the only reason why I won.
He won. And no, you didn't get to face Jokic. So
I didn't get to
without-
face Jokic.
I was without him as well.
And
so,
I picked the wrong game for a couple people. I thought Lonzo would play well against Orlando. I shouldn't have done that.
man.
No, I picked Lonzo for. I think I picked Lonzo for a good game last week. It's my other league. But yeah, no.
Oh, this shit not working, bro. This is.
When do the fantasy?
Oh shit!
What?
got it off.
They
I
accepted it?
got it off. I got it off.
Did they accept that
I
trade?
got it off. I got it off.
Did the person literally just not look?
Not at all. Not at all.
They accepted your trade.
Yes.
You traded Christian McCaffrey. This is ridiculous.
What's his
Who are
person's
you
record?
taking advantage of right now?
What was his person's record?
Everybody.
man.
Last in the league, buddy.
That's really your strategy. You target these teams that are just out of it and
Bro.
don't care. That's your strategy.
No,
I see it. This is what BD does.
I've been trying to make a trade with Pavy
I
because
know.
he
'cause
out
he's-
of it.
Nah,
He's
like-
out of it too.
What
I'm
is
still
this?
trying
This is
to
about
win.
basketball. That's our basketball.
I'm still
stat.
trying to. I'm not gonna help you win.
No, you're not helping me win. How can you try? You're out.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still, I'm trying every week.
You're trying to win games. I
Trying to
get
win
it.
games.
But like, come on, man.
Man,
It's probably not gonna happen, but I try.
rough.
You're one player over the limit. Pavy, I need a trade, bro. I'm literally one player over the limit.
Can I trade you Christian McCaffrey?
Who, me?
Yeah, why not? You're last
No,
place.
why don't you do that? I try.
Last place.
Do you want to make a real trade now?
Talking to me and him.
Me and you.
Yeah. What are we talking? Basketball or football?
Yeah, I'll trade you Christian McCaffrey
No,
for
he's on my team.
for David Arnold.
I have Christian McCaffrey.
I will take Christian McCaffrey for David Arnold.
Great. I'll do it.
Okay. But
Do
you
it.
have to throw me something else.
No. What do you want? What do you
No,
want?
you got to give me somebody that's going to play.
Well,
I'm going to give you Drake, David Arnold, and Hardman. You're going to give me CD. Nope, he's out.
Nope. You can have Tua.
Why do I need two? I got two quarterbacks.
Yeah. Well, you're always trying to trade me quarterbacks.
I'll take Dearness Johnson.
Okay. All right. You propose it up. McCaffrey and Dearness Johnson for my Browns.
McCaffrey, Dearness Johnson for David Arnold. No, I need a receiver, bro. No, I don't. I do, but I don't. All right, never mind.
Never mind what?
I'm going to take Brown.
No, I like Hollywood Brown.
All right, well, I will take Godwin.
No, I like him too.
He's been not doing that well
He
for you.
has not been doing that well lately.
I'll take the Bills defense.
Oh, I like that D.
Damn, dude. Hey, yo.
I just dropped.
You like that defense.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Cut
just
that clip.
Correction.
Yeah. Damn. Forgot we were recording.
No, I don't think you can. I mean, you can't really make me better unless you give me Brown or Godwin.
No, I'll give you.
I'll take McCaffrey off
Robbie
your hand.
Anderson with the crazy hair from the Panthers.
Yeah, but he ain't been playing.
No, he's back. He's back. No, he's starting to do
They
stuff.
probably had to throw a lot more too now because Chris.
Yeah,
McCaffrey's
thank
not,
you.
know,
Exactly.
Not there.
You can have Johnson,
Who's
Anderson,
their quarterback though?
and
Still Sam
McCaffrey.
Darnold?
Cam Newton, baby.
Does he start though?
He did until
He
he was
did.
benched in the fourth quarter.
Oh, was he?
benched already.
Yeah.
For what?
Not playing well. He
Oh, wow.
he had more completions to the opponent than he did.
Yeah, four.
He had a lot of picks.
That's
He had
unfortunate.
A lot of picks and not many completions.
That's
Pavy,
unfortunate. What's
I
up?
need a trade. I'd rather make a trade with you, Pavy,
Oh man,
What's up?
because Jason's is
because you can take advantage of Pavy.
no. Pavy does not have a win. I'm trying to get Pavy a win.
I don't have a win.
that's so kind of you.
I don't have a win.
So
Yeah.
Pavy,
Yeah.
What's up?
Kamara is out for the year.
He not out for the year. I gotta Google this. I definitely gotta Google this. How you spell? No, never mind.
The live trade show here. Who got game? Trades go down on the Sleeper Fantasy app.
This man said limited in Saints practice Monday. You told me he out for the year. Tried to send me clean off.
I thought he was out for the year. I apologize.
Yeah, bad info. He thought so. He
Hey
thought
man,
so.
hey.
Yeah.
Hey man. Hey, well, hey man. Hey bro, come on man. Don't do me like that.
Ah.
Oh, I'm crying.
Hey,
What's
Baker
up?
Mayfield is hurt, so I trade you.
Baker's not hurt. Baker played, but
Baker's
but
not
Baker
playing
is
well.
hurt.
no, he's not.
playing well.
But he's not playing well.
Right, so I got Burrow for you, who's balling.
Yep.
Or matter of fact, I'll give you Mahomes.
You giving back Mahomes?
Yep.
Who's I? But for who?
Kamara.
No, because Kamara gonna give me more points than Mahomes.
All right, I'll take.
Bro. One second. How you go trade for Mahomes in this? I'm gonna give you Mahomes. You gonna trade the man back Mahomes?
Look, this is what I'll do.
I'm over
This
here in
is what I'll
tears
do.
right now,
Why
like
are you
little
in
tears in my eyes.
That's not.
Crying,
He
laughing
needs a
at y'all.
quarterback. I got two.
Yeah, but Baker and Mahomes-
I'm gonna stick with Burrow. I'm gonna ride it out with Burrow. He only has 17. Shit. Mahomes had what? 7 his last. We had 36. You know, Mahomes just been inconsistent.
Yeah, been inconsistent.
And he had a 3-week stretch of he was. I trade you Burrow. How about that?
For who?
What do I need? I trade you Burrow. I trade you Drake. And I trade you Hardman. And I trade you David Arnold for Tampa Bay's defense and Amari Cooper.
I'll do that, but now I got to go back and re-sign the Bears defense. I just dropped them.
Ooh, okay.
I'll do that. That's fine.
You got the Bears defense. You're definitely never gonna win a game.
Oh, nah, I can't do
You
that.
never
Cause
win a game.
I can't do that because, bro,
You want the Rams defense? Who you got on your team? I got the Rams defense. I'll trade them to you for somebody.
Oh, come on. Listen, dude.
Ramsey
Listen.
gave up a lot of points.
TP,
yesterday.
do you want to get in a 3-way trade? Zone, do you want to get in a 3-way trade?
I'm just
I don't know.
I'm just joking for the sake of chaos purposes, to be honest.
Okay, so
what's up?
we're going to have, this is what we're doing. We're going to take Amari Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take him.
Okay.
I'm going to take Tampa Bay's defense.
All right.
I'm going to give you Arnold. Drake. You need another running back.
What team you play for?
He played for the Raiders.
All right.
And then I'm going to give you Burrow.
All right.
All right. So that's 3 for 2.
All right.
Jason Zone, do you want to jump in this mix?
Sure. Yeah.
Who do you want to get rid of?
Christian McCaffrey.
All right. So
I'm not taking
Dearness
Chris.
Johnson. Hunter Henry, tight end from the AFC leading New England Patriots. Dearness Johnson, did I say him? Robbie Anderson, wide receiver. Maybe Christian Cook too. I'd maybe trade him. Christian Kirk, wide receiver, Cardinals.
I don't even.
He gets a lot of touchdowns.
I ain't trade the time, bro.
Lots of touchdowns.
you're a law.
He's
You're
a big touchdown
fucking
guy.
law.
Gets lots of touchdowns.
You a law. You a law.
He's a big touchdown guy.
What happened with Kareem Hunt and
He's
Baker
back now.
Mayfield?
Kareem's back.
And Nick Chubb, what happened with him?
Did he have?
He just had a bad game. He was he had COVID and he just had a bad game, but he's back now.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, the trade has went down.
I don't see it.
I needed this trade.
Okay.
Jason's on.
You're making more trades?
Once again, you lose. David Arnold, Drake, and who did I say, Hardman or Joe Burrow?
You said Burrow.
Boom.
I don't see it. What a trade at? Oh, okay, I see it now.
Oh, yeah.
Trades
that thing
always
go
go
through.
down live on Who Got Game between these two. This would be the second.
Traded me a tight end from Jacksonville. G, take off the tight end from Jacksonville and give me somebody else. It's Jacksonville. And he got a rookie throwing to him.
You want Fant? I only got 2 tight ends.
Give me Fant. I'd rather have Fant. At least he in Philly.
All right, well, just modify it.
It's getting tight.
Jason's on. What do you want to do?
You want to trade?
Over there looking like Willie Lump Lump.
I don't know. I got to look that up. I don't know who that is. I got to research that one. I'm more focused on
Boom, there
fantasy
you go,
basketball.
Cubby.
I like my squad and fantasy hoops.
Just send it back to you. We can do that one.
Oh, look at these guys. They're making a trade happen here.
That's
Is
fine.
this
We can do that
official?
one.
Is it going?
Yo!
We can do
A
that
trade
one. That's
is
fine.
now pending. It has been accepted.
Yeah.
Bart Oatmeal would get Amari Cooper and the Bucks defense. He is very happy about that. He's given up Kenyon Drake, running back from the Raiders, Joe Burrow, quarterback from Cincy, and Noah Fant, the tight end from the Broncos. He's making moves. We'll see.
Yeah, buddy.
Making moves live on the show. This is a second trade that has gone down here.
Bucks
on
defense
Who
is
Got Game.
Bucks defense is a great. They gave me 8 points last week, but it's fine. You can have 'em.
All right.
Joe Burrow, he has. Joe Burrow. Gonna
I just
finish
want to
out
say,
great.
Joe Burrow started out on my team. This man BD has done a phenomenal job at flipping all of the terrible assets from my team that I traded him
true.
to other people.
BD has
Shout
made some
out to
big
you for
moves.
that, man.
You got to make a push. When did the fantasy playoffs start,
Shout
BD?
out
You
to
got to get
me.
into that
Gotta be
fantasy
in like
playoffs.
2 weeks.
I got it. I got one
Yeah.
more trade pending with someone who could change the game if this trade goes through. I am trying to trade Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh. Okay. You just traded one quarterback. Now trading your other one. We'll see.
Yeah.
No, you still got Tua, don't you?
He does?
Yeah, I think you still got Tua. Or do you have?
I have Tua.
You got
I
Tua.
have Tua. I've got Josh Allen of the Bills and Tua as my backup.
Josh Allen was good for the first couple of weeks.
He's been good. He has some duds in there
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Yeah, the Bills are tough to figure out. They look like a Super Bowl team one week, and then they lose to Jacksonville the next week. Or, it's hard to get a read on them throughout the year. There are some NBA teams that are like that too. Look like a title contender one night, and then
About
the
to
next
trade
night, it's like,
Swift.
what is going on?
I'm about to trade Swift for Fournette.
How?
Why? You wouldn't do that?
I would keep Fournette.
Swift is cold.
Fournette had 5 touchdowns yesterday.
Yeah,
4
Fournette's
touchdowns.
Yeah, that was, Mixon had 4.
Yeah.
Now what? And I got Mixon. Patterson had 4. I had Patterson.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you win yesterday?
I did not. I said Patterson on accident.
Oh man.
Well,
Well,
with you, I'm more concerned about fantasy basketball at this point.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
you should be. You're
whatever.
0-11.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's over with.
yeah, your fantasy football season is long gone for sure. Take a look real quick here before we get out of here at our fantasy basketball squads. BD, there's your team, your fantasy hoop squad. I'll gladly make a trade with you if you want to make some moves.
Yeah, you
We
need
had
trade.
one before.
I got a squad.
Yeah, well, I still want Tyler
Hey,
Hero.
bro, I got a squad. Have I lost yet?
Yes.
You have plenty.
I think because I haven't paid attention.
And because you have Ben Simmons, you're 4-2 though. You're 4-2. You're tied for second place in the league. You're doing well.
I don't have
It's
to
a
give
four-way
up
tie for
Patrick
second place.
Mahomes.
4-way tie, but still, it's early in the season. He's tied for second.
I should be 5-1, but they did that score readjustment on me, and I'm
that-
still
that
angry
hurts.
about that.
You got a nice squad. Lonzo's been great for you.
I picked up Tyus because Ja got hurt. So I picked up Tyus. I looked at his stat
Smart.
line yesterday, and I was like, he might give me a double-double with no turnovers.
Yeah.
Let me get Tyus.
Smart. This league, the sleeper league, it really puts a lot of emphasis on if a guy gets a double-double or a triple-double.
does.
It adds even more value. Jonas Valanciunas, will you ever trade him? I want him.
No,
He's been
because he gives
killing
me a
it.
double-double for the most part every game.
Every game, I know.
Except for the one game I played him, and he got hurt me a game. I was so angry about that.
Yep.
But yeah, Jones gives me a double-double basically every game. The only person I might come up off is Kevin Porter, and that is a maybe, and I need a good deal for that.
Yeah. Well, I'll trade you Michael Porter for him.
Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah. The
What's wrong
Porters.
with Michael Porter?
Out for the season, man. Back surgery. Yeah. Not good.
Well, he signed that deal.
Yep.
Somebody is trying to trade Zach LaVine. I would love to have Zach.
He trying
LaVine.
to trade his whole team.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to trade my entire basketball team in a
I'm telling
SLIC
you,
league.
picking
Okay,
the
Let's
wrong
go. Let's
games.
go. Let's go. Let's
No,
go.
they,
Deal
no,
with
they're
you?
trash.
You
Okay,
picking the
Let's
wrong
go.
games. You shouldn't do this, bro.
Let's
who do you
go.
want?
You picking the wrong
Let's
games.
go.
Make me an offer,
I'll
B.
take Zach LaVine.
Okay,
D, don't do this.
I'm
I'll
finna do
take
it.
Paul George.
No. Paul George is not on the trading block. You can take anybody.
I'll take Jaylen Brown.
You can take
do
Zach
this.
LaVine and Jaylen Brown if the offer is right.
All right,
I'll give you Brandon Ingram
Okay.
What?
and Tyler Hero.
Gee,
Done.
I swear, what?
Done.
Bro, what are you
Hold on. Give me one more player.
Oh, hell
need one
no.
more.
One more player.
Give me a bench player.
Why would you do that?
Give me a bench player and
What is
it's
this man
done.
on?
Hold on, let me modify
Give
this.
me a bench player and it's done.
He hot, bro. He hot.
Give me a bench player and it's done. I'm 1-4. I'm not like you. I'm not going down to
You
1
gonna
and
be
12.
1 and 10.
Hey,
No,
look,
I'm not.
Hey,
No, I'm
hey,
not.
hey, you know what? I do like this Keldon Johnson kid.
You can
But
have
I
him too.
I'll take him.
Go ahead.
And then
Send me some assets
I'll give
back.
I'll give you Bogdanovich at
Okay.
Utah.
I'll take that.
He's
I'll take it.
scamming you,
And I
man.
need
And
one
then-
more.
And then
He's
I will
literally
give you
scamming you
Patty
right now.
Mills because you need
He's
another
I'll take
guard.
scamming you.
Take
No,
it.
no, here,
Take
I'll
it.
give you a better
He's
deal.
scamming
Nah,
you.
take it.
He's
What do you
literally
mean? You don't want a
scamming
better
you.
deal?
Dude,
You
the
want a
trade
better
came
deal?
through. The
Scamming
trade
you.
came
Do not
through.
accept that. He's scamming
How
you.
is that
What are you
scamming?
doing?
What do you mean
Brandon
how?
Ingram, Tyler Hero, Bogdanovich, and Patty Mills. What can you do better?
I'm
It
gonna
was
give you a
nice
better
doing
deal.
I don't
business with you, BD.
Thank you.
Take it. G.
Why would you do that?
Because I've watched
Why
him
would
every
you
night.
do that? You picked the wrong game.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, why would
Zach
you do
LaVine
that?
is trash.
Why would you
Jaylen
do-
Brown been averaging 19.
Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you listen to another offer?
Why would
When
you
I-
do that?
When I turn my
Why
team
would
around,
you do that? You have
when I
not
turn
turned your
my
team
team
around.
around.
You're going to be terrible.
when
bro.
I turn my
You're
team
going
around,
to be terrible.
when I turn my team
Why
around,
would you do that?
When I turn my team around,
Gee.
you remember these
Can
words.
we call the commissioner to veto this trade?
No,
Yeah,
you don't need to
no,
veto
I think
shit.
so.
I made the
Veto
trade with a
nothing.
good
Test
conscience.
the commissioner.
The fuck you talking
Test the
about?
commissioner. We gotta
No,
pull a
wait a
David
minute. Hold on.
Stern.
No, you don't.
We gotta pull a David Stern trade to come out to the Lakers.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
This ain't it, bro.
Stop. My starting lineup is now
trash.
You're lying.
It's trash.
You're lying. It's now Tyler Hero, Paul George, and Brandon Ingram.
Weak.
Shut up.
Weak.
Shut the fuck up.
Weak.
It's not. My
All right,
lineup before was weak. I'm 1-4. What you want from me?
You gonna be worse.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
All right,
No,
bro.
I'm
Zach
not.
Levine-
No,
Zach
I'm not.
Levine's balling.
Brandon Ingram been even playing better. What are you talking about?
Brandon Ingram about to start picking it up. I didn't really want to give up Brandon Ingram, but
And I got Tyler Hero.
he is.
No.
He's
I'm
offering
telling you,
Zach LaVine
seem
and Jaylen
heartbroken.
Brown.
I don't want to
Of
hear
course
that.
he was
G.
gonna offer Brandon
You just
Ingram.
hating. That's all. You hating.
not hating.
Pavy, would
You're
you like to
hating.
make a trade?
I wish I could
No,
play
I like
you
my team.
again. And guess
Pavy.
what? I played
You would
BD
have.
this week.
Hey, you would have beat Pavy.
If I had your team,
If you
right.
would have had
yeah,
my
I
team.
agree.
Pavy.
Zach LaVine doesn't
Pavy.
fill up the stat sheet enough. For
Pavy,
me.
it is important
What's up?
that the Ball brothers be on the same team.
It's not that important.
You wouldn't trade him?
For who? I really don't want to though. No, because he filled with the stat sheet. So I really don't want to though. No.
What if I traded him for Ben Simmons?
Why do you keep trying to trade me Ben Simmons? We don't even know his future right now.
Kevin Porter for Franz Korkmaz.
No.
Kevin Porter for Karis LeVert.
No.
What? Vassell in San Antonio.
Uh-uh.
Sheesh. Lori Marketing.
Nah.
What? Can't get rid of Jeremy Grant. He's too special. But I'll trade Jeremy Grant if I can get 2 for 1.
Nah, it's not that serious.
So you're not trading nobody on your team?
Not right now.
Okay. Jason Zong.
Yeah.
Since Pavy want to act like he got
Not right now.
a stick in his ass,
Not right now.
what would you? Oh, Jason Zong, you hurting right now. You need some help.
I'm a little, I got a couple injuries.
You
but I like my
you
squad.
3-3. You ain't
Yeah,
gonna make
it's okay.
it.
I just had some injuries.
The
that's
only
all.
reason why I'm 4-2 is because 1 week I forgot to set my lineup.
You know you playing TP this week, right? You know you're finna beat him by like a lot of points probably.
I'm probably am.
He was already projected.
I was gonna
to
beat him by a lot
points.
of points anyway.
So relax while you over there hating. Just
yeah.
leave me
Well,
alone.
He's
and
going
my
to
Zach
catch
LaVine
he's
slander
gonna,
alone.
He's gonna catch you.
Okay.
All right. I know how much you love Mo Bamba.
Love him. Love some Mo Bamba.
I know how much Mo Bamba means to you.
It means a lot.
I am willing to part with Mo Bamba.
Okay. All right.
And I will take Isaiah Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding.
What was that? Just kidding?
Yeah, that was
that a joke? Why is that a joke?
That was a big joke.
Why is that
I
a
will
joke?
take. Damn, dude. I'll take Jokic.
Oh, okay. That's the kind of you. That'll make me better. For Mo Bamba? Okay.
I'll give you Mo Bamba. Look, hold on.
No.
I'll give you Mo Bamba, Al Horford, and Jeremy Grant for Jokic.
No. Because I can get more. I need Jokic. You
gotta at
got to
least
start.
put
Dude, that's a lot, though. That's a lot, bro.
Zach and Jalen
You
in
only
that.
can start so
Bro,
many guys.
that's a lot, bro.
I give you Paul George and Draymond Green for Jokic. Right now.
That's better. That's
right
better.
now. Paul George and Draymond.
Hold on. I give you.
better.
Hey, hold on.
Jokic gets triple doubles, which in this league is worth
Hold on. I
a
give you
ton.
Ben Simmons.
No.
Nobody want Ben Simmons.
No, because
can't
he's
even
not
play.
playing. He's not doing.
All right,
what's
I
he
give
doing.
you Franz Wagner. Hold on. For Draymond and Paul George, can I
taking out
also
the trash.
can I also give you? I give you Giannis.
For Draymond and Paul George?
Absolutely.
Wait, what's this deal?
Can I-
Giannis
Uh-huh.
for Draymond and Paul George.
Can I get Clay up off of you?
I'll do that.
No, you can't have Clay.
All right, let's do it. Send a trade.
What is happening?
Send a trade. If you
Let me
want to do
see.
it, send a trade right now. Let's go.
Let me
I'm
see.
not playing.
Hold on, let me
we
see.
about to turn this around. Do y'all hear me? I'm back. I'm behind the cameras
yeah,
right now,
that's a
pacing
good-
around.
Hey, TP, did I not help you in football?
I think we helped each other.
Right. No, I helped you more. What did I say? It's
helped-
gonna benefit you more in the long run.
Yeah, because you're gonna find some other sucker to get some players from. Somebody else gonna fall for the okie doke.
Oh, Draymond is 17, 20 a week. Hold on. You got a 33, but Giannis. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make a trade with Casey because she needs some help. Oh, look at this dude. This dude is. Oh my God, he is.
Yeah, make sure you get that commissioner to push through the other trades. You already know how it goes.
I can't believe what's going
I
on.
don't
Stop
do
hating.
that. I can't.
Stop
believe
hating. Y'all hating. But
All right, I think that's about it for this week's Who Got Game. I don't know. There's so many damn trades going down here. I can't keep track of this anymore. It's just turned into our fantasy trade show. But I want to give a special shout out.
Oh, that's fun. Fantasy trade show.
Yeah, exactly. I want to give a shout out to the Sleeper app who powers this whole crazy league that BD's trying to steal everyone's money and take advantage of everybody. And of course, Stat Hero.
Blame me, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're making moves. You're trading Christian McCaffrey. He's out for the season to somebody like live on the show. I don't know what's
told
happening
me
right
Alvin
now.
Kamara was
That's
out
crazy.
for the season. I did one Google search. Said this man was limited in practice on Monday. What you owe?
Oh man. It's a big week ahead in the NBA.
Hey, everybody is like, yo, that's
In your league, they're all
they want to
complaining.
veto.
Yeah.
How could you veto?
No, I think
What?
Christian McCaffrey trade is what they want to veto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You still,
Sorry, I
still
put my
should
mic
veto
down.
y'all
No,
trade.
they shouldn't
Still
veto
should
nothing.
G, you picking the wrong game.
I made that with
Hey,
a clear
just
conscience.
picking the wrong game.
I made it with a clear conscience.
What
Leave
you,
me alone.
You picking the wrong games. I promise you picking the wrong
Look,
games.
when my team take off and we come back
not
and we
gonna
get a
take
better
off,
record
bro.
than you remember these
All right,
words,
we'll
all
see.
right? You
We'll
remember
save
your
this.
words.
We'll
You're going
save
to eat
this
these
episode.
words
We'll see.
in
We'll
about
see.
5 weeks.
We'll
We'll
play
see.
that back and we'll see what happens. Big week in the NBA tomorrow night. We got a great game between the Suns and the Warriors, two top records in the NBA, and then Friday Clippers Lakers is going to be a good one.
Hey, dude, everybody in this chat, look at their reaction. They're like, what? What the
They're calling you
fuck?
Dr. Evil.
They said,
Yeah, right.
no, that was me
that's
with
you.
the Dr. Evil.
I'm sure somebody Christian McCaffrey. Gee, that man
man.
not gonna play no more.
Be careful if you ever do fantasy sports with Baron Davis. He's ruthless. A ruthless GM.
Out for the season.
Hey, bro.
Google search.
Bro, I had to, man. Look, I traded Sammy Watkins and K-Born for Gaskin and Williams. That is not a bad trade.
Oh, okay, but you traded him Chris McCaffrey.
I threw Christian McCaffrey in there. Shit, why not? Right. She wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it's a big name, headline. Okay.
But she thought she was getting
Christian McCaffrey.
Man, she ain't been playing the last 3 weeks. Look. Oh, she was. Oops.
Well,
Got her. No, that was. Hold on. No, that ain't her. Hold on. Oh yeah, she played Alvin Robinson. He was out.
she's not paying attention, clearly.
She clearly not paying attention. She
Well,
could have
clearly.
won last week.
She just traded for Christian McCaffrey. That's it for Who Got Game. I hope you all have a good week. Stay safe. Enjoy. And beware of any trade requests that come your way from Baron Davis. Just Google. Make sure
Overlook
that
'em.
everyone's healthy, that you're getting back in return. All right, everybody. Hopefully no more injuries in the NBA to my fantasy team, especially over this next week. Some big games. Stay safe, everybody. And we will see you next week for another edition of Who Got Game